Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am and you're not. And you're probably liking that you're not these days, huh? I still like being who I am. Guys, not a problem with that. So, have you seen Gypsy made another attempt at making fun of another content creator? I thought she did a pretty good job, and it ended up that the guy that she tried to make fun of thought it was pretty funny too after he gave some thought to it. Didn't find it funny at the beginning, but then I guess thought he saw the humor in it. Here's another thing that's going on that's a big question here. People want to know why Gypsy isn't putting this out on her own account. Why is she using Sheena to put the account out? Now, to put the content out. Sheena said, I asked Gypsy if I could share it. And she said, yeah, go for it. But then I've heard that Gypsy asked people to share it. So I don't know. Is it bullying? Is it making fun of, or is it a parody that some people like, some people don't like, some people find it funny, some people don't find it funny? Listen, I don't think the joke about the unaliving and finding where her mother is, I didn't think that was funny. I thought that that was a bad joke and it landed badly. I didn't think it was funny. But I do think the imitation and stuff is funny. But what's his name? Karma Collector? He's saying Gypsy didn't have the mind to think of that. Somebody gave her that to think of. Did Gypsy not? She didn't come up with this idea. Let me make fun of these people because they're making fun of me. You don't think she's clever enough to do that? You think that seriously Sheena had to say, hey, why don't we use our noggin here, and why don't we come up with something that's kind of clever? Can we come up with it? Let's have a think tank and come up with it. No. But for people to give Gypsy the credit of coming up with this, even though Gypsy has come up with different personas and has worn different outfits and such like that, nobody's willing to give her the credit that she came up with the parody here. What does that say about her friends, and what does that say about her? I just want to know who came up with the idea, and who could we ask that when they tell us we would be able to trust them. Do you think Gypsy came up with the idea of mimicking or mocking content creators? Do you think that she came up with that, or do you think somebody told her to do that? Do you think she should go on stage with this act? That's what I want to know. Guys, let's listen to some of this. We'll talk about it a little bit. Have a little bit of fun.
That I have to take out my teeth for this one.
It's almost endearing. She's cracking herself up.
I know with 100% certainty that Gypsy Rose Blanchard did not give birth to any baby. That baby was delivered at the hospital by the Area 51 people.
And we're certainly glad you did, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're certainly glad that you pulled your teeth out for us, pulled out on us, okay? Number one, that's pretty savage for a 34-year-old woman, all right? I'm a nearly 60-year-old man, all right? You're a 34-year-old woman that just pulled her teeth out and sent it out to the entire world just for a laugh and comedic value. Seems to me like whoever Sheena and Ken punked you.
Right, so I said that, originally the guy was upset about it, and he was upset about it because he's saying, look, man, you've got teeth that people supposedly paid for with you, and, I'm an older gentleman. I've worked hard my whole life. Not that he said that, but I'm assuming. And, I got to deal with the insurance and shit here, where I'm glad that you could pull out shit and, say whatever you want. But he changes his tune later, and I love that. I love that he's able to look at it and laugh about it.
A straight-up parody where she's allegedly mocking a bunch of content creators who've been dissecting her every move. One bit supposedly has her pretending to be one of these creators, freaking out about Gypsy stalking them from burner accounts, even joking about calling the FBI if they go missing.
Correction, correction, that's the F-Bree-I. Haven't you seen the tattoos? So here's where Sheena needs a heads up. I'm no fan of Sheena, she's no fan of mine. But this is for real, listen.
Shauna or Sheena becomes the fall guy, taking all the heat if things go south. If the video gets flagged for harassment or bullying, whose account is on the line? Not Gypsy's. It's genius in a twisted way, but also super manipulative.
Yep, Sheena's gonna take the fall for it, but she doesn't mind. She clearly doesn't mind. She's not stupid. She doesn't care. As long as Gypsy gets her stuff out there. I don't know how many people would say that would actually, if that was put on TikTok, I don't know if TikTok would say that that's bullying. A parody, a roast, I don't know if they would say that's bullying. But here's the thing, you gotta have a little bit of guts. Gypsy, come on, look at your past, look at what you did, and you're afraid to put a video out on your own channel? Look at your past. Why are you going to make Sheena take the hit? All right, not going to speak for Sheena. If she wants to take the hit, she can take the hit. Anyway, we're going to go back to, what is it, Karma Collector? Because he changed his tune a little bit. He changed his tune about the impression that Gypsy did of him.
Okay, first of all, it's good. I gotta give credit where credit is. Last one, and I think it's the only content she's done worth the buck. So you know what? Good job. I deserve it. You gotta be careful what you wish for, guys. I was bitching to my friends on here. Well, why is she making fun of all these other people? I'm not significant. I'm not significant. No. I fucking talk about her almost every day. Well, and then I wake up to everyone in the world sending me this video she made of me. So that's what I get, and it is funny. So, all right, guys, that's my response to that. All right, have a good day. Bye, guys.
Guys, I don't know what to say. I think that again, I think Gypsy did all right with this. It was a clap back. She's entitled to do it. I think the things she said about her mom didn't need to be said. And the fact that she could joke about that, I'm not sure if that's just to piss us off. Why are we more upset? That's the saddest bit of it all. We are more upset about the way she's treating her mom's legacy than the way she's treating her mom's legacy and she feels about it. Like, we're more upset about how her mom looks than she is. That, in any other world, would be... But in this world, in Gypsy's world, I guess it's okay. It makes sense to her. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you.